It's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all. So I'm just.
Yeah, 2024 was tough for Drake. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. I'm not going to be keeping you long today, but I did want to jump on here, give you a few stories, and also wish you a happy New Year's Eve before we enter into 2025. Alright, so let's get started. First and foremost, Slim Thug has a question for all y'all out there. He wants to know if 19 years old is too young for his son to be rolling in the crib with some random chick and having her spend a night without asking for permission. Watch this.
I got a 19-year-old son. I'm in watching TV. He brings a little chick in the house. She spent a night, I see. Ain't asking me nothing. Just let her spend a night. You know, I ain't want to hate on him in front of her. Is that too young for him to be having people spend a night? I don't want to get caught up in no Diddy. What y'all think? And she a foreigner, look like, so I'm a little nervous. That's good or that's cool or no? I don't know. Stop it. Well, damn, what y'all think? I don't want to be is that yay or nay on that? That's good or not? 19. Now you gotta ask the permission has to go to the parent first. Yes. Okay, 21 and 12-year-old. Now he need his own doing all that. Yes. Should have asked at least. Yeah, respect your house. It's cool. You gotta be careful nowadays. That's what I'm saying. I don't get caught with no Diddy. Ain't no hater. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I don't know what's going on. Now, nigga just walked in. I'm in there watching TV. I'm like, okay, I don't know. See, I'm from the hood. See, I had girls spending like in middle school. I was a fool. Like, I was living. Like, I had who drove in middle school. Used to come pick me up. I go spend like at their house. White, bad white when I was in middle school. Rich, yeah. You about to let them know, kid, you gotta pay some bills at least to bring people to spend a night. Like, that's a little too much. I don't want to get caught up in no Diddy either, like, you know.
Listen, I don't care whether or not my kid was like 50, 55, 60. You're not bringing somebody into my crib to spend a night without asking me permission. I mean, is that man disrespectful or is that okay? And also, let me flip the script. If your 19-year-old daughter came home with a random dude, walked past you, went into the bedroom, and you didn't see those two until the next morning, is that okay? Let me know in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check this out. One person who's not having it is DDG, because the other day he offered his sister $1 million to break up with her boyfriend who he doesn't like. DDG was like, listen, here's the deal. Break up with your boyfriend right now and you can walk away with this bag with $1 million. However, if you stay with him, you gets nothing.
What is this for?
I was gonna get this money to Young T, but I canceled the transaction because I wanted to give the money to you, so you can live your life, be independent from Aries.
So I take this money, but I have to break up with Aries. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
No. Why would I do that? Come on. You gotta think about it.
You want to be with him. That's what you're telling me. You know what it is.
He's not a male stripper. He's not a liar.
Okay. I can literally tell you his dancer name.
What is his dancer name?
It's Freaky Zodiac. Literally, Freaky Zodiac. Yes. Give me a watch.
Oh my goodness, did I just hear what I think that I just heard? Did this chick say no to $1 million so that she could stay with the stripper boyfriend? Listen, young ladies, I'm gonna need you guys to work on your decision-making skills in 2025. Cause I swear, if I think back to when I was like 2025, I can't even remember the dude who I thought I was in love with. Listen, let me know in the comments. Do you think that she made the right choice? Would you have stayed with the boyfriend, or would you have dumped him with the quickness and taken a bag? Let me know down below. Now, as you know, Katt Williams kicked off 2024 with a bang when he did his interview on Club Shay Shay. Well, Katt Williams is back, and this time, he's ending the year off with a heartfelt apology because during a recent interview, Katt Williams said that he really regrets some of the jokes that he made about Michael Jackson when he was alive. Watch this.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Like, some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are. On the other hand, my job is to be funny first and to voice the opinion of a group that doesn't get to have their opinion out there, right? So as a black man, if you don't love yourself, you don't love me. So those were the jokes of a guy that was hurt, you know, by an icon. And so I was telling those jokes. The fact that years later, Janet Jackson said she still loved me despite the jokes that I told about her brother is probably one of the most magnificent things, you know, just because I say a lot of hilarious shit, but it costs me every time, you know, like I'm never unscathed in these situations.
Now, after Katt Williams said that, a whole lot of people jumped in the comment section, and one person was like, taking accountability for his past actions is beautiful. I love this for him. And then somebody else was like, I'm glad Katt is being honest. MJ didn't deserve those jokes. Katt was wrong and he admits it. Good for him. And then last but not least, somebody else came through and was like, I love this. You're a man and real when you acknowledge what you did wrong. Listen, I gotta tell you, we had a whole lot of losers in 2024. But one person who really won big was Katt Williams. And honestly, I really do respect this move because even though we're all trying to move forward, sometimes self-introspection is very important and we have to look back and assess some of the things that we did in the past in order to do things better in the future. But now that you guys know what I think, I want to know what you guys think. Do you respect the fact that Katt is out here at the end of 2024 saying that he regrets making mad jokes about Michael Jackson when he was alive? Or do you think Katt Williams should have kept that to himself and walked into 2025 like this?
To anybody that I offended in 2024, work on yourself so I don't gotta do it again in 2025.
Alright, so check this out. Do y'all remember Elvin from The Cosby Show? If you don't, he was the lovable character that was married to Vanessa Huxtable, aka Tempest Bledsoe. Well, it turns out that in recent years, Elvin, whose real name is Geoffrey Owens, was working at Trader Joe's to make ends meet. And I mean, he was struggling, really struggling. Now, while he was at work, somebody saw him in one of the aisles with the smock on. And they were like, oh no, I know that's not Elvin. So they took out their cell phone and they made a video and posted it on social media in an effort to shame him. Shortly thereafter, he left Trader Joe's. So the struggle, which was already real, got even realer. But as we know, what the devil means for evil, God can and will turn for good. So after the video started circulating, Nicki Minaj saw it and she was like, hell no, ain't no way in this world or in a different world we can let one of our childhood favorites go out like this. So out of the kindness of her heart, Nicki reached into her own pockets and sent Geoffrey, aka Elvin, $25,000. Now, after Nicki Minaj sent him that check, Geoffrey, aka Elvin, recently did an interview in which he shared the fact that after he received the money that Nicki sent him, he didn't keep it. Instead, he gave it away to a charity. Watch this.
Nicki Minaj sent me money.
Yeah, I heard she sent you like, what it was, like, I don't want to count your pockets, but it was a lot of money.
She sent me $25,000.
Right, so
nice.
So I heard that you gave it to a charity.
I did give it to a charity.
Why you give that money to a charity?
You know what? I don't know.
Next time.
It's like now I'm like,
why did you do
contacted
that?
the charity last week to ask for it. They had used it already.
What did?
No. You know what it was? It was like, at the time, it seemed like the right thing to do.
What?
At the time. Listen,
Well,
if
thank
Nicki
God, I mean.
Minaj had hired me,
Okay.
she had paid me $25,000 to do something.
Right.
Right? I would have said, thank you for the work. thank you, I accept, right? But somehow and by the way, this is not to say that what she did was inappropriate or I'm not grateful for it. It was a lovely, incredible gesture. But at the time, it felt like just being given that money just as a gift just didn't seem right to keep it. I felt like, well, yeah, I'm in need to a certain extent, but there are other people that are much more in need of this money than I am.
Okay.
I was perfectly willing to accept the work, the work that Tyler gave me, the work other people gave me, and but just being gifted that money as charity, at the time it just didn't feel right.
Was it like you felt like it was maybe a handout kind of?
Yes.
Sort of?
Now, by saying that, if Nicki Minaj is listening, she's I don't want her.
She's gonna see it. No,
but it was a handout.
Right.
It was a very generous, lovely handout. But I wasn't comfortable with that. As I said, if she'd said, here's $25,000, put on the show or just, whatever. Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, after people heard that story, a whole bunch of people jumped in the comments, and one person was like, I respect a man's work ethic, but if you receive a blessing, drop the ego and be open to accepting it. That was very kind of her to do. And then somebody else was like, donating $25K because of pride is crazy work. And then after that, somebody else came through and was like, bruh, Nicki Minaj was showing appreciation to your contribution to the arts. You did the work. You were part of people's childhood. Ego will spin a good deed in all kinds of awkward directions. Listen, I agree with this person because he's already done the work, and what Nicki was saying is I appreciate you. And you know what? I appreciate Nicki for doing that. And I know she didn't do it for a pat on the back, but now that the information is out there, I gotta tell you, Nicki gets a bad rap because Nicki is a really nice person. Now, Nicki might curse you out and talk about your mama. But underneath that tough exterior is a heart of gold. And honestly, that's a queen's thing. And let me say this, it's a misconception that New Yorkers are not nice people, because once you get to know us, you will find out that New Yorkers, once we take the guard down, are some of the nicest people that you ever want to meet. But let me get back to what we were talking about. Listen, let me know what you think about Geoffrey, aka Elvin, not taking the money from Nicki because he felt like it was a handout. Do you think that he was right, or do you think that was nothing but pride getting in the way? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But before we end this video, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who supported this channel in 2024. And before we go, we got to make sure that we end 2024 and bring in 2025 the right way. And that is by giving God all the praise. Because I don't know about you, but for me, I couldn't have made it without him.
He is the answerer. He has all the answers to the questions that we will spend our entire lives going crazy trying to figure it out. Why are we here? What does life mean? There's so many great philosophers and writers throughout the existence of man who wrote great things about why we're here, but he's the man with the answers. I don't know what else to call him.
I prayed to God every night. I still do that. I just wanted, I wanted God to know that even though I was going through the worst of times, I still recognized him as being something greater than myself, and that I'm not going to give up my faith just because it's going bad for me, because he was there when I was living good. So I just wanted him to know that, that I'm not no punk, I'm not soft-hearted, that when it gets bad, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't believe in God no more. I believe in God all the time, every day, all day. Good and bad, rough and hard, 5 shots, jail time, everything, good time, $1 million, Benzes, all that. I always believe in God.
He's always been there. He's always been there. I didn't always know when I needed him. We all know what God is capable of doing. We know what God is able to do, but we don't know what he's willing to do until we're in a situation where we need him to do it. And God can, he can bring you back to life. He can stop you from getting hit by a car. He can make bullets miss you. But we know he can do that, but we don't know what he's willing to do until we're in that situation where we need him to do it. Like, woo, I'm glad God was there. And I'm sure there's been plenty of times where God just did something small to save my life.
But guess what? You got somebody special behind your corner and all around you, and that's God. Period. Every step of the way. When you fall, when you have your shortcomings, he's right there. When you have your victories, he's right there. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time to grow and appreciate it. He's right there with you. He's talking to you. All you got to do is talk back.
If you have to use my life as a lesson in the fact that there is always better days ahead, you know, I want you guys to be encouraged. I want you guys to know that God didn't promise us a problem-free life. We ain't never gonna have that. You're never gonna experience life and feel like, you know what, everything is good all the time. But there has to be something inside of you, even right now today, that decides you're gonna win no matter what. No matter what comes at you, no matter what was already said about you, no matter if you don't have your parents, no matter if you don't have family, you have to know and decide today, right now, that you are gonna be one of the ones in this room that wins.
In other words, God, you could be walking in the rain today, and tomorrow, by the snap of a finger, God will have you walking through sunshine. So never give up.
For 2025, I wish for 5 things: health to pursue my dreams, strength for life's battles, motivation to reach my goals, serenity for uncertainties, and above all, to be closer to God. Life isn't always easy. Some days feel overwhelming, but I trust that God sees my struggles, collects my tears, and never abandons me. This new year, I want to walk with faith, trust more, and let God guide my steps. No matter the challenges, I believe with Him I can overcome anything. I declare 2025 as a year of health, prosperity, and abundant blessings.
Amen and amen. Happy New Year's, everybody, and I will see you on the other side in 2025. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.